Let's get real for a moment. Have you ever found yourself recording content just because, without any clear purpose or plan? Have you been caught in the cycle of endless footage, feeling pressure to use it all, even though it's leaving you burnt out and drained? I hear you, and I've been there too. That's why this video is both a confession and a revelation rolled all into one. So I'm sharing my journey with you, uncovering the toxic creativity that's been holding me back. Together, we'll figure out how to untangle ourselves from this cycle, rediscover our purpose, and break free from that draining energy. If you're ready to make a change, keep watching, and we will rewrite the rules of our content journeys together. Hi friends, Taryn here. Make sure to like this video if you hear something you enjoy. Comment if you have a question or you want to add something to the conversation. And subscribe because every click really helps this small creator to grow. And I want to know who's growing with me. Now, let's get back to the video. To make sure we're on the same page throughout this video, let's first define what toxic creativity actually is. Toxic creativity refers to a harmful or negative approach to the creative process, one that undermines your well-being, your mental health, and the overall creative output. Toxic creativity often prevents creators from feeling genuine joy or fulfillment in their creative endeavors, turning what should be a positive and enriching experience into a source of stress, anxiety, and dissatisfaction. This hinders personal growth, innovation, and ultimately stifles the potential for authentic and meaningful creative expression. Toxic creativity is also linked to the dreaded capitalism. Through the influence of profit-driven outcomes, societal expectations, and the commodification of creativity. In a capitalist society, there's often an emphasis on productivity, competition, and financial success. And this can lead to a perpetuation of toxic creativity where creators feel this constant pressure to produce, achieve, and outshine others in order to gain recognition and financial gain. Notice that this has nothing to do with the key pillars of being a well-balanced and profitable creator: personal fulfillment, community building, and bringing your audience value. Some signs you might be suffering from toxic creativity include prioritizing monetary gain over authentic expression, always feeling compelled to sell, even if it goes against your vision. Pressure to produce constantly, always feeling like you need to be on and that every idea needs to generate revenue. This can lead to burnout as creators really feel compelled to churn out content at an unsustainable pace. You're constantly feeling the need to compete and comparing yourselves to other creators' journeys, leading to feelings of self-doubt or like you're not measuring up in your industry or niche. You're constantly seeking external validation from anyone, meaning you're only prioritizing things like follower counts, views, and revenue, which can really push you to prioritize things that garner attention rather than content that aligns with your personal passions and values. Also, there's just this unrealistic expectation to be perfect online. The pressure to be successful in such a capitalistic framework can fuel perfectionism and set unrealistic expectations for the creative output. This can lead you to feeling anxiety, depression, and a constant feeling of falling short. Overall, toxic creativity within a capitalist context perpetuates harmful mindsets and practices that hinder genuine creative expression and prioritize external validation and financial gain over authentic artistic fulfillment. So if you think you might be suffering from toxic creativity like I am, here are some ways we can fight it. It won't be easy, but awareness is the first step. Start by becoming aware of your creative habits, thought patterns, and emotional responses. Recognize when you're falling into toxic behaviors like constant comparison, self-criticism, or perfectionism. Self-awareness is the first step to making a positive change. If you don't know where that toxic positivity is creeping in, it'll be hard to keep it out. Next, you want to set some clear boundaries for your work. Determine how much time or energy you have to realistically invest in your business without compromising your well-being. Avoid overcommitting or feeling obligated to say yes to every opportunity that comes your way. For me, that looks like having no content or social media days, having a clear content schedule so I know when and where I'll be doing things throughout my week, and lastly, knowing how much time I actually have to work with. And if you are unsure, I actually have a freebie down below that you should check out, and more about it in this video. Next, we want to focus on creating content that actually resonates with our authentic self and our values, rather than just following the trends or catering to external validation. Authenticity breeds genuine connection with your audience and helps you find fulfillment in your creative journey. And as we begin to show up as ourselves with our values to the forefront, we also need to understand that our creative journey will be filled with ups and downs. We'll need to embrace the mistakes and imperfections as opportunity for growth. Avoid fixation on perfection and allow yourself to learn and evolve through experimentation. This video, and really the whole creators playlist series that this sits in, is a perfect example of me just kind of stepping out there. I'm not perfect, I don't have a million subscribers, but I do know some stuff, and so I want to share it with you all in the most authentic and real way I know how to, and it's through talking head videos kind of like this. I don't know if this will be what allows me to make it, but it doesn't hurt to try. And instead of seeking external validation or financial gain, try to find joy and satisfaction in the process of creating itself. Cultivate a sense of intrinsic motivation, driven by your passion, curiosity, and the fulfillment that creative expression brings you. Be obsessed with the final product, but you should feel even more excited about the journey it took to get you there. Not how much you made from it or how many likes it got. If your feelings about your work always live outside of you, there will always be feelings of self-doubt and lack of acceptance. Remember, the goal is to create a healthy and sustainable creative practice that nurtures our well-being and allows us to enjoy the journey without succumbing to the pressures of toxic creativity. It's a continuous process of self-reflection, learning, and making intentional choices that align with our values and personal growth. The goal is a healthy balance of hustle and rest. That's literally the only way to keep this thing fun. I should mention though, we have to stay true to ourselves. We can't deny that we have worldly goals. To make sure we get there, we need to make a plan that makes the most of our time and our resources while also abiding by our morals and our motives as a creator. I talk more about the roadmap from taking your content ideas from dreams to reality in this video here. Check it out next. Until next time, keep creating, my friends. Bye-bye.